Welcome aboard, guys. Welcome to the Live to Air Citation CJ3. I wanted to do a flight in this airplane, but I wanted to do it in VR. I've already done it in a regular 2D flying, and I wanted to do this flight in VR because you really don't get an appreciation for an airplane and an airplane cockpit, especially if you're not in VR, to be honest. There's no other way to appreciate this other than either being in the real thing, or actually being in VR. And today we're in VR, and we can turn around and see our first officer side, even though it's single pilot ops, or we can look all the way to the back of the cabin and get a sense and size of this airplane. And the CJ3 with the Garmin 3000 is just the best. We're not going to waste any time. We're in Fort Lauderdale and we're going to get going here. Let's go ahead and turn everything on. Let's go battery. Can't come up. Got the Garmin screens firing up there. Got my pen so we could take notes. And that pen does work really good. And right now, let's go ahead and connect the GPU. That's connected. We have the main door open, which you can see here. We have the baggage door open in the front and also in the rear. And we're going to work with SimBrief today. We're going to load up from SimBrief. Looks like we have total baggage weight of 410 pounds, 205 in front, 205 in the back. One passenger, we're taking, one crew member, myself, and we're taking 7 passengers, 175 pounds and 2,100 pounds of fuel. So we're going to go ahead and set the weights here. That's in the airplane while the airplane is firing up. Make sure we're all good. Couple of things we got to do. Make sure we're in the off position on these bad boys. That's good. Flaps up. And then we are firing up there. There's a couple of checklists that we have to run through. Now let's go ahead and run through the checklist here real quick and see. We'll put it over on this screen before we get started here. So circuit breakers we checked, they're good. Fuel transfer knob is off. That's good. Left, right fuel boost is normal on the switches. That is good. And anti-ice off, windshield ice, bleed is off. Parking brake is set, as I could see. Brakes down. Throttle levers are in off position. Standby flight. Let's go ahead and turn on the standby flight here. Make sure that comes on. That is good. And let's continue down the list. The battery is on, emergency is on. We got the emergency lights over to the armed positions. That's good. And landing gear down 3 greens is checked. Let's go. If GPU, open airplane app and EFP and call no. So GPU is connected. Cockpit lights as required. No lighting needed right now. We're good. And we're gonna go ahead and set the weight and fuel in this bad boy here. So let's go ahead and do the initialization. So the fuel is set, 2,100 pounds of fuel. There it is. That's what we have as far as fuel is on board. That is good. Payload, we're looking at 7 passengers at about 180 pounds each. And cargo pounds, we are looking at 410 on the cargo. It's good. And then for the takeoff, we're going to sink the fuel on board. 314 gallons, which is 2,100 pounds of fuel. And then that is good for the initialization here. Let's go home. Let's go to the flight plan. This up, we're going to add origin. We are KFLL basic. And we're going to add our en route waypoint. So it's going to be a pretty simple flight today over as we sit here. If we go back to our SimBrief, here is our flight plan. And it's just a few waypoints. We're doing the Be Nice 2 to Korea and the Bullfrog 4. So the spelling of that is C-O-R-E-A, Korea. C-O-R, Echo Alpha. There we go, that's the one. And then we're going to add the destination. And it's going to be KPIE E. That's going to be St. Petersburg. Enter. And then for Fort Lauderdale, I'm going to select a runway. I'm going to take off on 10 left. And then for 10 left, let's go ahead and load up the procedures here. And we did say we're looking at the Be Nice 2 to Korea. So Be Nice 2 and transition is going to be Korea. 10 left. Load that in. Alright, let's go ahead and select the arrival runway. Right now it's saying we're looking at runway 18 there. And our approach is going to be ILS 18. The transition is going to be what? PIE. And we're looking at the Bullfrog 3. Gonna make sure the preview shows on the map. Wheel chocks has been removed. And let's go ahead and close up some doors, and we could get the stepping out of here. Let's go ahead and go to U, and we're gonna go to doors. Let's go to front baggage. Let's close that. Let's close and locked, and let's go ahead and rear, close and lock, and let's go ahead and close this door as well. Close and locked. And so we are now ready to start up our engines. Before we do that, let's go cabin doors, instruments all greens. Alright, we're going to do engine starter on. We're going to start up engine left side. Wait till we get to 10%. And let's go ahead and introduce fuel. Get it back to idle. She is starting up. Alright, that's one good engine. Engine number 2. Here goes the start. 10%. We'll introduce some fuel. And let's go. There she is. Fuel is introduced. My throttles are to idle. So waiting for it to settle at 25. And we have two good engines. Let's go ahead and disconnect the external power. External power disconnected. The battery is holding it right now. Let's go Gen 1 and Gen 2. And that is good to go. We have that. And we're going to go to flap for takeoff here, which is going to be flap 15. So external power is off. Left and right generators are on. And exterior lights as required for taxi. First of all, let's go ahead and get the AC on over to auto. There it is. AC auto is good. That's good. Good. And takeoff data 95, 100, 110. Let's go ahead and select that, and we have it over here, which is good. Alright, we're going to be taxied to 10 left here. So let's go ahead and get on some taxi light. Can come on. That's good. Beta static heat needs to be on as well. And flight controls is check, free and clear. Right side, nose up. Left side, nose down. Free and clear. Flaps at 15. Takeoff V-speeds has been confirmed. Fort Lauderdale traffic. November 372 Kilo Mike. Taxi runway 10 left traffic. Alright, let's go park brake. We're over here at the GA ramp for signature flight support. That's where we are. Pretty cool. A couple of jets out there, but not much. I don't know why there's a 737 out of here, but hey, it's all good. Unbelievable how much realism is here. So taxiway Charlie is that we're on right now. To the end to 10 left. There we go. I love the built-in map here. So if you don't have a Navigraph subscription, it works with this airplane really, really, really well. Love it, love it. And it's got our flight plan in here as well, which is good. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my flight directors here. Flight director is on. All right, let's hold short, make sure everything is good, and then we will set and get the stepping out of here. Man, VR and this Pimax crystal light is absolutely unbelievable. ILS 10 left identified. Sorry, 10 left runway. And let's go to St. Petersburg. Flight level is going to be 280 on this flight, 45-minute flight. All right, we got heading select, altitude set, and we're going to go takeoff, nav, yaw damper, and flight level change. We're ready to go. Let's go ahead and make sure we are in the landing lights on. That's good. We don't need the wing, and passenger safety is on. Fort Lauderdale traffic, November 372 Kilo Mike takeoff, runway 10 left traffic. Alright, let's go. The vision over the glare shield is amazing in this. And she just wants to go. Alright, make sure there's no traffic on final. There is none. And let's go. We're looking about a 100 knot for V1. Alright, let's take off, roll takeoff. Indeed, takeoff, detent, there we go, takeoff. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots. 100. Let's go V1. Wind is kicking us. Positive rate of climb, let's go and do the gear up. Gear up. Let us go there. We're going to hand fly this up as much as possible. There it is. Let's take off to the climb detent, shall we? Climb detent is up. Then we're going to go flap up as well. And let's go flight level change, yaw damper, and nav. Nav. There we go. As we fly out of Fort Lauderdale. Look how beautiful this is. Absolutely beautiful. 212 is fine. We're going to be making a left turn out, but look at the cruise ships down there. Oh my word, that's beautiful. And the wingtips, downtown Fort Lauderdale, and the beaches. Pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and start our left turn here. Watch our speeds. We're set for 5. Man, this thing is a rocket ship. It moves that fast. Speed is good. Just going to keep the hand flying going here for a bit. 250 on the speed is fine. As we climb out and we make our left arc. Here's our altitude warning. Let's go ahead and keep the altitude going up here as we hand fly it. 11,000 feet for now. That's good. And make sure we are steady as she goes, coming through these clouds. By the way, we're in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. We're using the Pimax Crystal Light. That's what we're using today. So yeah. We're using the Crystal Light on this departure and this climb out. Let's make sure we get the flight level change hit here. Flight level change, here we go. Alright, so we have got everything matched up with the flight directors. Wow. 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 Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, speed's good. 242. 250 below 10. We're at 7,000 for 11,000 right now. And for a lot of your traffic, 2 Kilo Mike off of 10 left traffic. This is just one continuous departure. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let me expand the range on you. Pretty good. Alright, 8,000. $8,000 for 10. Just keep the climb going. 250 on the speed through the clouds. We'll go autopilot on here in a second. One more view outside for you guys. And let's go ahead and roll them straight. 9,000 for 10,000. That is good. And there's our 10,000. Let's go autopilot on, and then we'll start the climb from there. Autopilot. So autopilot's on. We're in autopilot, FMS, yaw damper, flight level change, altitude, and let's go 280 on this as we come through the clouds. This thing is sensitive. Oh, through the clouds. Look at that. Very beautiful. 28,000 feet set. We are in the climb detent and flight level change up. And I think it's 222 on the climb. We'll climb it at 250. That's good to go. Alright, let's run through some checklists as we look at our map here, see where we're coming over. So we are on our way out to St. Petersburg. This is going to be awesome. Awesome. Alright, after takeoff, landing gear is up. Flap is up completely. Anti-ice as required, not required. We're in passenger advisory switch. We can go off on that. They can get up. That's good. And pressurization altimeters. Pressurization is, cabin is climbing. Yes, cabin rate is going up. 500 feet a minute. That's good. Alright, and we're good there. And we'll get the altimeters at 18,000 feet to standard. We'll leave the checklist up for now. And so she is climbing out, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic. Wow. All I gotta say is wow. With the Pimax Crystal Light and with this CJ3, beautiful, beautiful flying in VR today. Nice little VR flight. Flight time was about, what, 40 minutes? Something like that or less. As we go up over. People used to ask me all the time, do I fly offline or do I fly without streaming? And the answer was normally no. Not until I got a VR headset from Pimax. That's when I started flying offline by myself. It's fairly difficult to stream in VR. I have done it before. I've done takeoff and landings in VR before, but it's not the same because there's a lot of pressure. You got to read chat, you got to make sure everything is working, you can't monitor the stream, etc., etc. Now, I fly offline, just on my own accord, just because I want to experience what this VR is all about. I could touch my glare shield right there. That is nuts. Just being able to experience what VR is, what the airplane is doing, and all that good stuff. I'm absolutely, absolutely, absolutely grateful for it. And I fly offline now for that purposes. Let's go standard across the board. 29902 needs to come here as well, and one's on the other side. I think I wish there was a way to set all three in the sim all in one shot, but there isn't. So we're good to go. All right, standard. 28,000 feet set. This is as high as we're going to go here. I mean, this thing climbs like a rocket ship. Let's hit that button right there. And we are, after takeoff, good to go. Cruise, throttle is going to be as required. We don't need that. Anti-ice as required. We're not going to need that. We're good to go. And descent checklist will bring that up later on. So, yeah. We are golden. Golden. Alright, map mode. Good to go. We can sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. We're back. We're about to start our descent here, so let's go ahead and hit the altitude. Get this down to about 10,000 feet. And let's go ahead and V-speed you down. So we're going to V-speed it down. about 3,000 feet a minute. We've got to watch our speed here so we don't overspeed anything as we come into our terminal area to pick up our approach for landing. We might extend our downwind here a bit just to scrub off some altitudes. And this is going to be our approach for the 18 left coming up from the north. And we're probably going to go downwind on a 176 heading, reciprocal heading, and come back and land. But it's been a joy just sitting here in VR watching this go by. It is beautiful. Let me go about 4,000 feet a minute. Ought to do it there. It's been a joy just to sit here in VR. It's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level of experience doing this. Absolutely, absolutely love it, love it, love it. So we're out over the water, coming through some clouds at 12,000, 250 at 10, and we're going to go back there, and that should get our altitude down. Wow, these clouds look ominous. Wow, in VR it's a whole different world of experience here. Absolutely a whole different world about how it looks. Crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and start turning our back here. And we're going to go direct intersection. Activate Z-plumb. Airplane's going to follow that right there. Now there's our 250. Make sure the speed doesn't decrease. So we're in nav mode. Takes a while to learn this airplane and learn it properly. So we're back in autopilot yaw damper FMS. So we're back in the nav mode as we follow the nav. Get back to Z-plumb. Z-plumb, we need to be at 2,600 feet at Z-plumb. So let's go ahead and put 2,600 feet in here. Man, these thunderstorms are something else. Very much so. No landing lights needed, but we could do seatbelt signs just for safety. Below 10,000. That's good. And airport's going to be about our 1 o'clock position coming through here. We're going to be coming up from the north. I'm saying the VR experience is next to none. Alright, glide slope captured. Localizer captured. Here it is. I bring our speed back. So we are currently at K-Park, coming up on K-Park. K-Park is going to put us on a 6-mile final at K-Park. Speed's coming out nice. That's good. K-Park is going to come up quick here. Alright, glide slope, that's good. And weather is kind of crappy at St. Petersburg. I've never been here before. First time flying in it, and flying it in VR. It's looking sick. Alright, let's go ahead and bring the throttle back a bit. I'm going to go flat 15, just to make sure we don't overspeed and miss and overshoot. Look at the bridge in St. Petersburg, man. That is crazy. And we'll go gears early as well. It's single pilot op. New plane, new airport, new scenery. And this is the beauty of it all. Let's go ahead and bring the throttle back. We're going to go gear down. We're going to go full flap on you. On flap 35, that's coming down. There's a runway. So we got gear down. Auto marker, flap set. Autopilot off and yaw damper off. Alright, we're gonna take it. Let's take it. Watch our speed here. So let's go autopilot, and let's also go yaw damper off here. Yaw damper. There we go. It's just me and the airplane now, ladies and gents. And we're looking at 114 and then 109. That speed is good. But a nose down trim. My airplane. Man, look at the St. Petersburg Bridge. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How nice is this? Watch your speed, sir. Speed, speed, speed. Get to nose up. We have 1 right, 3 reds. That is better. That is absolutely gorgeous. 2 whites, 2 reds, that's good. Slightly high, better than slightly low. You can feel the wind there. Watch the speed. Check. Might land slightly fast, but I love how this airplane hand flies. I really do. I love how this airplane hand flies. A little bit low. Get to nose up. That will scrub some speed for us. Here it is. And we're going to be back on the glide path. Alright, there's 118. Come on, bro. Get to nose up. There she is. Talk myself through it. First time landing here. Don't let the bottom drop out on you. There we go. Ooh, she's wallowing. Man, this plane flies good. Alright, center line. Throttle cut. And let her settle down on the runway here. Ooh, we're getting a crosswind. Crosswind landing. Whoa. Wow, it's windy. Oh, man. And let's dump the flaps here. Oh, we're all over. We got hit by a gust of wind here on final. But in VR, man, your senses are on overload when that happens. The airplane starts to go sideways on you. You got to kick that rudder to try to straighten it up. I need lots more practice in that area, but I shall take this, ladies and gentlemen. I shall take this. This is... Whoo, my heart's pumping there. Welcome to St. Pete. Very awesome. We're going to go. Yeah, we had a gusting winds. We can't cross there. We're just going to keep rolling it until we get off to the right side. Go over to the GA ramp. There's a bunch of airplanes over there. This is my, what, 3rd flight in this airplane. First one in VR. Absolutely awesome. Gotta say shout out to Pimax for the crystal light here. Making the realism on this flight simulator in 2024 really, really nice. This is nice. Absolutely nice. We're gonna go over here, park beside that big boy jet. I can't tell you the feeling. Wow. Wow. There's a signature. And we're gonna go to the left and pull up so we can get the red carpet treatment. And shut down and go about our business in St. Pete. Cloudy day in St. Pete. Or a cloudy day. But it's all good. We could deal with that. And we'll just do the shutdown checklist here and we're going to be done. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on a first of many videos to come. That's going to be in VR and also flying GA jets exclusively in VR on video for you guys. So let's go ahead and park it here. 14575 looks like my address. Alright, let's go. Park brake can go up. Park brake is on. And flap is up. That is good. Pedostatic we can go off and off. That's good. Anti-collision light, once we turn the engines off, let's go ahead and go 1. Off and off. Good to go. Ladies and gents, we are here. Parking brake set. Anti-ice wasn't on. Air condition will go off on the AC here. Before my passengers get hot, they gotta get off the airplane. Let's go temperature, and we're gonna go air condition to off. That's good. You can hear it. Passenger sign is already off. Emergency light switch is gonna be off. And let's go gents and gents. That's good. Emergency lights is off. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Shout out to Pimax. Crystal Light. The link for this headset is down below. You can't go wrong with it. It's actually a beautiful headset to use for your VR flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator. No stutters. What you see on your screen is not half or a quarter as good as what I see in my screen. So shout out to Pimax on that. Thank you guys. Have a great one, and I will see you guys again on another video. Let's go ahead and, here we go, jump in the cabin and open the cabin door. And we are outside, ladies and gents. Have a great one. We shall see you. Take care. Bye.